Bruh, tell me why I wake up this morning happy as hell, and I go outside just to get a little whiff of the good morning air. Just to then get immediately smacked by the cold reality of life. And what was this cold reality, you may be asking? It was cold and I was black. I immediately became ashy. It was horrible. A black man in the cold, nothing but a chocolate popsicle. I then immediately looked at my phone to see the temperature, and it's around 16 degrees. 16 degrees! I'm sorry, did I miss something? When did the winter get here? It was just hot outside. This is why you never come outside as an introvert. It's a cold world out here in the literal sense, and I'm not built for this. I literally hate the cold and everything in it. Yes, that includes you two penguins. Now ain't that goddamn cute? You and this cold. Now put that warm background screen back on. Alright. Hey, what the hell? I was looking at that.
It's too damn bad!
Alright, so we're talking about this literal cold bitch called a Yuki Onna from Japanese folklore, and she can literally suck the life out of you. Would. Let me finish! Yes, the Yuki Onna can canonically suck the life out of you, but you be frozen to death. And in all honesty, from what I read, the Yuki Onna just sounds like a succubus with extra steps. Or better yet, a succubus that just likes the cold. And she's canonically Japanese, but instead of give you some sucky and love you a long time, and then, of course, then kills you, as a succubus usually would, she just kills you. And she can kill you by luring you in with her beauty, and then freezing you. Or the next best thing, baby trap you. Oh yeah, she'll appear with an actual baby. Well, not an actual one, it'll probably be fake. But from the story I heard, she'll ask you to hug the baby to keep it warm. But once you hug the baby, what will happen is it will become heavier and heavier until you're submerged in the snow and frozen. But to be honest, this is a very easy trap to avoid. First off, if you're in the cold and you see a woman and a baby, you're wrong. Why are you in the cold? Oh, night, there's a woman with a baby. Why you give a shit? Yuki Onnas appear in blizzards and snowstorms. And unless the Yuki Onna is willing to get a DNA test, they ain't your baby. Don't talk to people with babies outside in blizzards. Go home, get warm. Easy solution. Besides, the blizzards in Japan can get around negative 41 degrees. That woman couldn't kill the baby faster as she drew it like a football. Tragic. In no situation should this fool anyone, especially not me. For one, I don't care if she's beautiful or not. I see a woman and a baby in the cold, in the blizzard, I'm locking my door and getting a hot pocket. Cause what am I really supposed to do? Oh sir, hug my baby to keep it warm. Hell no! Get away from me, you cold-tempered bitch. My race was made for the tropics, where the temperature is warm, but somehow the woman is still cold. Judge me if you want, I told no lies. Alright, to be more clear, a Yuki Onna is a yokai. And yokai are ghosts, monsters, or spirits with unique qualities that have the power to evoke a variety of emotions from fascination to horror. But who cares about all that? Is it wise to smash it? Yes! What? And yes, I know it can freeze you to death, but hear me out. I'm listening. They're not all good, and they're not all bad. Whether Yuki Onna is evil or not seems to depend completely on the story from which it's told. And the Yuki Onna written by Lafcadio Hearn may not be all that bad to deal with. Just gonna be honest with you. And this version of the Yuki Onna's tale should be one of the most well-known versions too. And the story starts with two woodcutters, one named Masoku and his trainee, Minokichi. Now long story short, basically one day the duo became lost in a forest one day due to a severe snowstorm. And to get out of the snowstorm, they found a cabin in the woods. Really? Yeah, I know, right? This story ain't about to have a happy ending. Now once they get in the wooden cabin, they go to sleep. And Minokichi awoke in the middle of the night to an unsettling sight of a snow-white spirit woman watching over his master. The woman was a Yuki Onna, obviously. She killed Masoku with her icy breath, and then she turned to Minokichi. And she was low-key like, boy, you kinda bad.
And I know
I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what she said. And she let Minokichi live as long as he didn't tell anyone that she killed his master. Cause she ain't trying to date no snitch, low-key. So like a Chad, or more like Johnny Depp, Minokichi survived the might of the snow bunny. And you know how these stories go. Time skip.
Eventually.
Some time has passed and Minokichi has kept his mouth shut. He ain't about to be caught snitching. Until he met him a gorgeous woman named Oyuki. And she was a bad thing. Whew. Oh yeah, she was bad. You know how I know? Only a few weeks passed in the story and she moves into his mom's house with him. Of course, not the best place to move into, but these are the olden times. But the next part gets interesting. Tell them what happens, voice. These two got busy. These two eventually had a total of 10 kids together. 10 kids! Like damn, do y'all ever come up for air? Are y'all well hydrated after that? Y'all need some water? Cause y'all sure were thirsty. I haven't even seen 10 kids in one room before. That shit must be scary. Anyway, one day he recognizes that Oyuki looks like the woman that murdered his master. And he tells her this, only for her to get mad and be like, I thought I told your pretty ass no snitching.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, so she would have killed him here if it weren't for the kids, and probably all that lovemaking. So she leaves him with the kids and disappears. Tragic, I know. But nah, he still got them cheeks though. Damn right, a win's a win. A win is a win. Ha! Alright. This story by itself gives us so many pros for the Yuki Onna. First, you can get married to it. Second, you can actually get busy with it while it freezes your manhood off. Yay! I seriously thought it was impossible to have sexual intercourse with this creature because, you know, it's literally cold as ice. But no, you can have 10 kids with it, it should be fine. Which also means, in theory, it should have a human-like form, or at least can turn somewhat human. At least to the point where you won't freeze to death in its presence. And another pro is it doesn't really have to kill you. Now, will it most likely kill you? Yes, very likely. However, if you got that Ricardo like Riz, and she falls in love with you, you good. Also, Yuki Onna should be around 10 feet tall, which, you know, isn't that bad. She can pick me up. I can sleep in the titties like a cat. And she may not be the same size in every story, but usually she's taller than the average woman. Also, depending on the tale, her age may vary, but most accounts place her in her 20s. These are very good pros. I'm honestly surprised at this one. She's gorgeous, she doesn't have to kill you, she's tall as hell, and she can suck the life out of you, pros and cons. And low-key, I still can't get over the 10 kids thing. Girl must be crazy in bed. You ain't having 10 kids with a woman who's bad in bed, I'm telling you that much right now. Girl must be able to draw it back, flip it, make it translucent, do some mythological, supernatural shit with it. The porn must be worth it. And to make it even better, she's basically immortal. Bro, she's gonna be sucking the life out of you till you die. You're gonna be an old man, one day you're gonna be like,
I'm coming to listen.
A good day.
this is one of the only times this little purple boy was right. I understand you now, Monetta. You weird, but you got good taste. Alright, now before I switch over to black voice, I feel the need to tell you that before the 18th century, the Yuki Onna was usually depicted as evil. Or maybe she was just lonely night. We all get a little lonely sometimes, start sucking the life out of people. It happens. You know what? Usually I call you crazy, but you know, you're making a lot of sense today. Damn right I am. Yeah. Now get out. We got waifus to talk about. First one we're talking about is from the game Neo and Neo 2. And one of her names is a little weird for me to pronounce. So for now we'll just call her Princess Noi. And she bad. And she knows she bad. In Neo 1, she was apparently a Yuki Onna and a minor antagonist. And in Neo 2, she became a supporting character. She was described as a yokai that possesses the ability to control and manipulate ice with her guardian spirit. Before she became a Yuki Onna, however, she was known as Princess Noi and lived happily with her husband, Oda Nobunaga. However, when she and her husband were betrayed and assassinated by their retainers, she was later revived into a yokai, granting her eternal youth and ice manipulation. Upon learning the death of her husband, she fell into grief, causing her to freeze Kyoto, killing those that lived in the city. And ever since she became a yokai, she has awaited the day for her life to be taken away so that she may be reunited with her beloved husband. I'm not even gonna lie to you, viewer. I licked the icing off this woman. Respectfully, of course, she is a princess. You know what? Screw that. Why do I care if she's royalty? I'm a cat. My ancestors were gods. All-powerful gods. Bow to me, Snow Bunny. Next one up from the anime N/Inspector. This waifu is literally named Yuki Onna. Very creative name. I'm lying. I hate it! I looked at her profile and her only other name is a nickname named Glutton. How much you guys suck to have your sister name you Glutton? As a nickname. I like you though, you a little nasty though. The innocent looking ones are always freaks. Anyway, her personality is said to be kind and energetic, and she cares about the main male character a lot. Damn it, that should've been me, goddammit! The most generic looking guy in anime always pulling the bads. That make me sick! I guarantee you he's gonna take like 5 seasons to smash too. I hate him! Patooey! Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. Besides being a literal simp for the main male protagonist, Yuki Onna here has the power of chronokinesis, which is the power to manipulate ice and snow. She can fly, and she can shapeshift. And since she can shapeshift, it's time to ask the real questions. And yes, we're all thinking the same thing.
How big are those titties,
Me and Knight will talk more about the Yuki Onna in the part 2 of this video, and also be expecting me to talk about the Monster Girl Encyclopedia version of this monster. Oh yeah, she's in there. Oh, and by the way, me and Knight are going to try to do more shorts and more videos on this channel. If the videos are longer, they may have less editing done to them, but still, I want to do more. I really like posting videos, and I really like talking to you guys about this stuff. So continue to let me know in the comments what type of waifus y'all want me to talk about. And do you have enough game to rizz up a Yuki Onna? If you say yes, tell me what pickup lines you would use in the comments. And tell me which type of waifu y'all want me to do next. And you guys have a great day. Bye!